What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over 10 mythical creatures that are actually real. So let's go ahead and get into it. Number 10, this is going to be the Cyclops. Not from Greek mythology, actually. They were actually a real animal in the 1800s, and they were in Alaska. And whenever Alaska saw that, hey, there's Cyclopses here, they didn't tell anyone about it, and so people didn't really know about it. And then they sold Alaska to America so that they didn't have to deal with them anymore, which was very smart, and that's kind of why they sold it for so cheap. And so now we're stuck with Alaska, and we secretly waged war on the Cyclops, and guess what? We won. Number 9, this is going to be the sun god, and I mean, does this even need an explanation? I mean, look outside if it's the day. Is there a sun? Then it's gotta be real. I mean, just have some common sense, people, jeez. Now, before I get on with this video, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Raid Shadow. No, just kidding. Number 8 is going to be videos without massive sponsor segments in the middle. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't do one if I was paid enough to. I mean, at least I'm honest with y'all. I mean, hit me up, you know? But, might have a sponsor in the future planned, might not. I'm not gonna tell y'all yet. Number 7, this is going to be the inverted centaur. It is real, and it is an abomination from God. I would like to curse you with the knowledge of it as well. Number 6, this is going to be trolls, and I'm not talking about the ones from the movie Trolls. I'm talking about the evil Norwegian trolls that try and kill you while you're in the forest. Here's a video of one. It's totally real. Wouldn't be on this video if it wasn't real. So, pretty interesting, huh?
Kan det være et greit tips så har jo i bakhodet små turer er også store. Problemet er jo det at de av og til kan bli litt for store.
Number 5, this is going to be a little bit more of a more obvious one. Just because of, we've all experienced it, you know? And if you say that you haven't experienced it, then, well, you're just lying. This one's going to be the sock monster. He is a monster made out of socks that will eat a sock and add it to his collection so that he can grow. And it's this little bitch. Now you know what to see, what to look for. That's my sock monster, at least. You may have a different one. I don't know if there's multiple, but at least I do have proof that there is at least one. Number 4, this one's going to be a little bit harder to believe just because of the nature of it, and that is going to be Australians. Just people who live upside down with horrific monsters that, if any of them were actually real, they'd be on this list too, let's be honest. I mean, it's just hard to believe, isn't it? There's a whole island, continent, country out there that lives completely upside down and is isolated from the rest of the world. It's a little bit impressive, but I'm honestly just confused how gravity works there. If you haven't seen one yet, here they are, here's how they live. Now, you're gonna have to trust me on this one a little bit, because they are real, but we don't have any proof that they are, but we also don't have any proof that they're not. This one's going to be space vampires. I mean, just think about it. If they're living out in space, they would be too small for us to see them. And since we can't see them with the eye, what are we going to see them with? Telescopes. Well, you go to look at them through a telescope, then guess what? Telescopes have mirrors in them. You can't see vampires through mirrors, so we really have no proof that they're not real. I mean, it's just a fact, I guess. We're gonna have to deal with it. Now, this one is going to be Noah's Ark, and I mean, for the people who don't believe in Noah's Ark, have you even been to Kentucky? I mean, I've been to Noah's Ark before. I mean, just look at it. It's right here. How can you say that it's not real? I mean, checkmate atheists. Now, before we get on to number 1, there is going to be an honorable mention, and for this one, it is going to be two pretty best friends. Now, I know this is a little bit hard to believe, especially considering the recent resurgence of the no two pretty best friends meme, but they are real, just extremely, extremely rare. I've personally never seen one. Sorry to break your heart, bro.
I ain't never seen two pretty best friends. It's always one of them gotta be ugly.
Those eyes. They give me nightmares. Now, the one that we've all been waiting for, the one that I'm sure you've already guessed, it's going to be unicorns. The history of the unicorn is they were originally living on the sun. We have proof of this because North Koreans went to the sun during night so that it wasn't hot, and they saw bones of unicorns in caves at the sun. That's just what they said. I'm not fact checking the North Koreans. If I do, I'll probably die. But after they realized that, hey, the sun's gonna explode eventually, we should go somewhere else. And so they came to Earth because they saw that there were people living here. And then they created narwhals, and they live inside them and swim and pedal inside of the narwhals. I mean, just think, why, if narwhals aren't unicorns in suits, then why do they have to breathe if they're fish? Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I had a fun time making it, and I hope you had a fun time watching it. See you in the next one.